Give me Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 30. You got to understand, as a nation, as a people, we must get right, or we're going to suffer the judgment of our God. Read this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 30.
Read.
How should one chase 1,000?
Verse 39.
Verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill.
What?
I kill.
What?
I kill.
Read.
And I make alive. I wound and I heal.
Read on.
Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Sister, what is your life to God? Brother, what is your life to God? Give me James chapter 4, verse 17. Start at verse 15. But sister, what is your life to God? So your life to God means everything. What about you? What does your life mean to your God? So brother, you know how we all walk around in the pride of life, feel like you something, puffed up. What is your life to God? What is your life to God? Let me show you something. Give me 14 and start at verse 13. Start at verse 13, 4 and 13. Read this.
The book of James, chapter 4 and verse 13. Go to now, ye that say, today or tomorrow, we will go into such a city and continue there a year.
So we all walk around, talk about what we're going to do tomorrow. We all walk around in the pride of life, where we drive with the job, we got the money in our pocket, but we fail to understand that our lives mean nothing to our God, that we all going to be on our deathbed one day. We don't.
And buy and sell and get gain.
So we all talk about what we're going to do, what you're going to do 2 years from now. Brother might be talking about what he's going to do 3 years from now, the things you got going, your dreams and your aspirations. But read.
Verse 14, whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow.
We don't.
For what is your life?
What is what?
For what is your life?
What is what?
For what is your life?
Brother, what is your life? Brother, what does your life mean to God?
Bring it up.
Sister, what is your life? What does your life mean? Read.
For what is your life?
What?
For what is your life?
Read on.
It is even a vapor that appeared for a little time.
It is even a vapor that appeared for a little time. 1 minute you're here, the next minute you're going to be gone, brother.
That's right.
1 minute you're here, the next minute you're going to be gone.
That's right.
Read.
And then vanisheth away.
And then what?
And then vanisheth away.
What happens to each and every one of us eventually?
And then vanisheth away.
Each and every one of us, we're going to be on our deathbed one day, brother, and we're going to have to answer for the things we did here. Better make sure that it is in line with the power. Read.
For that ye ought to say, if the Lord will.
If the what?
If the Lord will.
It's the Lord's will if a man live or die.
That's right.
It's the Lord's will. It's the Lord's will. Let me ask y'all a question. You believe in this Bible, sister? So, why do our people go through what we go through? You ever asked yourself that? How did your father pass, sister, if you don't mind me asking?
He got hit.
Got hit. Okay, sis. But have you ever wondered why we go through what you go through? Where you from? You from here. What about you? What part did you grow up in, sis? On the east side, sis. And who's in the hoods and the bottom and the ghettos everywhere you go? Say it, sis. It's okay.
That's right.
Who is it? Catching hell. In the worst conditions. Who is it? Us.
That's right.
Us. Us. You got children? You got one children? You got one child? Or you got any children? So, sister, if you had a child, sis, and he refused to hearken and obey your voice, what you gonna do to him? When you correct him, when you chastise him, you'll correct him, you'll chastise him. You might have to put that hand to his butt, right? But how does God punish his chosen children? Do you know God is a chosen people? Did you know that, brother? What about you, sister? Did you know that God has a chosen people? Did you know that? Give me Ecclesiasticus chapter 36, verse 12. It's time for us to waken out of sleep. Brother, it's time for you to come out of darkness. I'm your brother. I'm here to show you love. You're a man. Time for you to stand up like one. The enemy wants us to walk around here weak, effeminate, emotional. We are real men of God. We are the chosen children of God. It's time for us to stand back up in these last days. Read this.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 36 and verse 12.
Read out.
Oh Lord, have mercy upon the people that is called by thy name.
God has a people called by his name. Read.
And upon Israel.
And upon who?
And upon Israel.
Read.
Whom whom thou hast named thy firstborn.
Sister, we are the chosen children of God, the Israelites, who consist of 12 tribes by your bloodline. You said your father looks like to me, sister, that your father be out the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
Greatest man on the planet. Sister, you'll be a real jewel of God.
That's right.
A chosen child of God, sister.
Right.
And what does your God require of you? What did he put you here to do, brother? You still trying to figure out what God put you to do. Good answer. What about you, sister? Give me Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let's see why our God put us here. Ecclesiastes, read this.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter of why we was put here. Read.
Fear God.
Do what?
Fear God.
Read.
And keep his commandments.
Fear God and keep his commandments. Read.
For this is the whole duty of man.
That's why he put his chosen children here to do, was to fear him and keep his commandments.
That's right.
You love God? What about you? Do you love God, brother? So how do you show that you love him? If a man was to come up on you, sister, and say, I love you and I want to take care of you, are you going to believe him? You're going to go off his what? His actions, ain't it? You're going to prove him first. So how do we show that we love God? Can we just say it with our mouths? It has to be an action, right? Let's see what God commanded us to do. Give me the love of God. Read this.
The book of St. John, chapter 14 and verse 15. If ye love me, keep my
God
commandments.
said if you love him, you do what he tell you to do. But don't our people love pork? Don't our people love catfish? Sisters want to dress how they want to dress. Sisters, you know that your God told you don't come out the house like that? That your shape was supposed to be for your husband?
Bring it out.
I'm your brother, sister, so listen, it's love. It's your father talking to you, not me, sister. It's the God talking to you. Give me Leviticus chapter, give me Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5. Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5. Brother, let me ask you, I want you to be real with me, brother, too. I'm your brother. I want you to be honest when I ask you this. So listen, be real with me, brother. You know that God created a man for a woman and a woman for a man. Do you understand that? Do you understand? Be calm on that, brother. I'm just got to make sure that you understand. You say that you love and you believe in God. Well, brother, you got to make sure that we're keeping that. We got to do what he tells us to do. Read this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5.
Read.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Some of our sisters like walking around in pants, tight, showing their shape. Don't the women, don't you see that on TV? All you see is a sister with the tight pants, the tight shorts, revealing their shape to the whole world. Isn't that what's pushed on our people? Be real with me, brother. Megan Thee Stallion, Carter the B.
Bring it out.
What is pushed on our women and our sisters and our daughters? Is it anything positive or is it negative?
Bring it out.
It's negative. How a sister want to twerk and shake her butt. Read that again now.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
God said, I saw his daughters shouldn't be walking around in pants and shorts. They should be walking around in a dress down to their foot, keeping their shape concealed. Sister, your shape is for your husband. Shouldn't no man be able to see your shape, sis? Your shape is for your husband. If it ain't for your husband, sister, so you get a husband, it's for the Most High and his son. Read on.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. Ain't they pushing this homosexuality on our people, sis? Be 100 with me. Ain't they pushing it on our children?
Bring it out.
Ain't they pushing on us on the television, brother? Be 100. Be 100, brother. Talk to me, brother, talk. How do you feel about that? So, okay, but brother, you say it's opinionated, right? But give me Leviticus 19 and 16. But what about what did God say? Give me, no matter of fact, give me Leviticus 21 and 13. So, you say that you love God, right? So, wouldn't it be my opinion on what God say? Read this out.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 20 and verse 13.
Read.
If a man also lie with mankind,
Read.
as he lied with a woman,
So God said if a man lie with a man as he lie with a woman, read.
both of them have committed an abomination.
Read.
They shall surely be put to death.
So brother, my thing is we always, we in our minds, we think the way that we living is right? Give me Proverbs 14 and 21. But the end thereof are the ways of death. The end thereof is the way of death. And that's the thing. The only thing me and you got in common is that me and you going to be in our deathbed one day, crying out to the Most High, right? But guess what? It's the man that hearkened to his voice is going to obtain mercy and immortality.
That's right.
It's going to be the man that hearkened and repented and listened to what he had to say. Read this.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man.
It's the way that seemeth right to everybody out here driving. It's the way that seemeth right in their own little mind. But read.
But the end thereof are the ways of death.
The end thereof are the ways of the lake of fire.
That's right.
Trying to pull you out the fire, Ock. You know, earlier I brought something out, brother, and you said that we have two different views on that, right? But what does your God say? Give me Isaiah 55 and 8. His ways are not your ways. Right. You got free will, right? You got free will. So God said what he said, your man still would think he has free will to do what he want to do. Right. Read this. No matter of fact, give me Jeremiah 8 and 3. You're right. A man has a right to choose. But these are only two things you get to choose from. There's only two things here. Read this.
The book of the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 8 and verse 3.
Read.
And death shall be chosen rather than life.
God say he truly gonna choose death. You got the right to choose death rather than life.